What's going on YouTube? The Apophis here and welcome back to my channel. Just a little Black Ops 2 as usual, right? I guess I play a little more than Black Ops 2, but either way, a little Black Ops 2, some domination on Express, second half of a game. So, as usual, definitely not important. Gameplay, let's fucking forget that. Let's close our eyes. You know what? As a matter of fact, open up a new tab. Go to ninjakiwi.com. No, I'm not paid by them. Go to ninjakiwi.com, click on Bloons. Play some Bloons while you listen to this. You know why? Because that's what I do when I watch, quote unquote, watch commentaries. You know, what I do is I like to click on them. I like to hear what the people have to say. But let's face it, I've seen enough Call of Duty, right? I play Call of Duty. I've seen enough of the shit. So unless it's a tip video, I'm not watching it. But I damn sure will listen to it because I'm thoroughly curious to what people have to say. And I like to get other opinions on any kind of situation and stuff like that. So, open yourself up a new tab, go play a little Bloons, and just hear what I got to say. Alright, so today's commentary, I'm just going to talk about being you. How to be yourself, I guess. I feel like a lot of people get in situations where they act like somebody else, or they change things about them that they usually wouldn't in order to accommodate the people that they're around. Or, in a lot of cases, for money, right? Like, a lot of people will do some fucked up shit just to get ahead and get some cash, and I guess that's where I'm not okay. I'm sorry, guys. If I ramble off on a tangent, it's because this is 100% not scripted, and I'm kind of just speaking off of the thoughts that were randomly coming up in my head. It's really hard to be yourself, right? Especially sometimes when, there's incentive on the line. Like, oh, if you sell out and you do this, you'll have fame and fortune. Right, that could be very enticing for quite a few people. Like, oh, well, I'm still gonna be me. Well, are you? Are you still gonna be you if you have strings attached to you and people are pulling those strings, telling you, okay, you need to talk about this, or you need to go do this movie, or you need to go to this school. Even, it could be somebody like your parents that are the ones pulling your strings and really taking away who you are as a person. Recently, somebody was torn about going to play football at a school. Like, oh, if I don't go on a football scholarship, my parents aren't gonna pay for my school. And the biggest thing, I thought to it was, you got to do what's true to you. If you don't want to play football, then don't. Right? Like, to me, it's that simple. If you don't want to, if you don't want to be that type of... Now, I'm not saying if you don't want to go to school, don't. No, a lot of you guys are probably still in high school, and you have to go to school, right? Like, that's kind of the way that shit works when you're that age. You have to go to school. You don't quite get a say in that, but that doesn't detract from who you are, right? I think a lot of people are really confused as to who they are. How many people have actually sat down and reflected on who you are as a person? Yeah, probably very few. It's something that I really didn't even do until, within the last 6 months to a year. I've actually started to sit down a lot and reflect about who I was or who I am as a person. And I actually found that there was a lot of things that I didn't like about me. So it was time for a change. It was time to start working on those things and change them to be the type of person that I want to be. Now, the type of person that you want to be is going to be different for everybody. I'm sure, there's plenty of people out there that don't want to be the type of person I am. And that's perfectly fine. That's acceptable. That's great. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes the diversity of this world what it is. If we were all the same, it would be so cookie cutterish and so lame. But in order to avoid that, we can't lose our sense of self, right? Like, we can't, if we don't want to be the same person, if we don't want to be made from a cookie cutter, then we have to identify the things that people want us to do to give up ourselves. When you give up your own creative freedom for a little bit of money, or just the promises of possibly achieving a dream, then you're not really being true to you, right? You're not really being the type of person that you wanted to be, because now you have people telling you what to do, and they're gonna live your life based on their agenda, right? That's kind of how that's gonna work. So it's hard though, right? Because we want those things. But what you have to do is you have to just grab yourself by the balls and go, look, I'm not gonna succumb to these other people. And really, it kind of breaks down to peer pressure, right? Like, it could very well be peer pressure. Who knows? So if you're subject to peer pressure, you're gonna just remove yourself from that situation. And remember, being you and being true to yourself is more important than the end goal, and it's gonna lead to more happiness, and happiness is key. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Alright, if you like what you heard or saw, do me a huge favor, click that like button. If you'd like more of what you heard or saw, do me an even bigger favor, click the big yellow subscribe button. It's in your face right now. And there's 2 videos on the screen you might have missed. My previous video and then a random video. And as always, follow me on Twitter to find out what I'm working on, what I'm currently playing, and how to network with me. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, and have a nice day.